in the Cyclone offensive side.
And all eyes are going to be on Tarasco here, the superb freshman with 1 goal and 1 assist in her last game. She's got
atmosphere that soccer games have, and all over Europe and in World Cups, there's a lot of noise, plenty of room. Whips that one in, back post, rolling, trying to pull it down. She's got space to cross this in. Hawkeyes in the box, back post, Oching, and Canestraro pulls it.
Are able to handle this Hawkeye team. We know both of these teams have had struggles in the past with second half performances, but the Cyclones have come on really strong in their second half performances in the last.
Numbers up and dropped just about everybody on Iowa State, save for maybe one player on the edge of the 18 box. Opposer's cross comes in, popped up in the air, and that
the Cyclones can, I guess, do what they do best right here.
Here comes the corner, looking for someone to get on the other end of it, but it swings all the way through, and Megan Walters will have to clean. Opposer ready to send this one in. Does pop it, got Hawks on the other end, makes it all the way through.
I feel as if it really makes a big deal for just extra crowd noise and just a lot extra support behind the Hawkeyes.
Absolutely rolling. Hours a shot there, but trying to keep possession. This is Freutzheim on the ball now, gives it to John. Played through. Here's a chance for the Cyclones, but Mayrink comes off her line and jumps on the ball to Tarasco. Haven't had much of the game played on the opposite side. But now Opposer whips one in. Options are there. Rolling one touch. Roll space. The substitute Forrester. It's back with Wildman. Crosses in. Canestraro.
You really wouldn't expect to see something created like right here.
Here's a chance from Tarasco. It's saved by Canestraro. That had the most pace of any shot so far. Now it's knocked down by Josie Jones, and she just puts a pot shot towards Can.
That could open up some good opportunities for the Hawkeyes if they're able to take advantage of that space.
This one back post for Oching. She has a chance. Tarasco gets a leg, and now Bush puts one just. Takes this one very quickly and gets an extra 15 yards of field position with the stab. Tarasco tried to flick that one. Instead, it falls to Oching, who takes it to the back line, crosses in, Wildman crashing in. Loose ball in the box. Skiff, big turn. And back to Schuler, now out to Skiff. Cross comes in once again. Tarasco, soft touch on the end. Here's a chance for Wildman. It rolls right past. Now a hot shot. Goes well. Some chase on the other end, but here's once again space for Forrester and the Cyclone offense to get to work. Taking some touches, getting all the way back, and Skiff knocks her to the ground. Now Zimmerman, John Goodman, not the actor, just the combination of two players.
Thanks for the clarification.
Shot comes on. Mayrink gonna have to make the diving save and is able to haul it in.
Save, way to get under it and hold on to it.
And as we've seen time and time again, Iowa turns a attack into a counterattack. This is Wildman, another shot that sails above the goal.
Play this one in. It's going to have to be straight over that line. See where she decides to put this one.
Here comes from Opposer. Canestraro stays back in goal, bouncing around in the box. Not a great clear. Doherty on the other end. Canestraro right. And time expires in the first half. This one has been pretty interesting so far. I would say not a boring 0-0 game at all. Plenty of shots, plenty of offense. What stood out to you most about this first half? He's taking over at the top spot. And we are off and running in half number 2.
Up to take this one.
Rolling still. Maybe potentially getting turf pellets out of her mouth as Mayrink plays the cross in over to Canestraro. In this, especially in the second half. In the first half, there were a couple opportunities. Kenzie rolling, her ref plays advantage. She's still on the ball, actually takes a shot, and this one is knocked wide. Of this second half, Tarasco is the corner taker. Crowd in the 6-yard box for the Hawkeyes. This one rolling in. Here's a shot and a goal! Iowa draws first blood in the Cyhawk game. It's Abby Skiff.
I mean, such an awkward situation there, but just well dealt with from Abby Skiff there. I mean, just dealt with it perfectly. It fell to her feet right in the middle of that box, and she just slotted it right in. It looked like it might have taken a little deflection or two, but Hawkeyes lead this one 1-0.
When there's so many bodies in such a concentrated space, sometimes the goalkeeper gets screened, might even be by her own teammates sometimes, and it just falls to Abby Skiff, who puts in her second goal of the season. and the biggest one of the year so far for the Hawkeyes.
And, I mean, you get to that point when that ball's pinging around in there. Nobody's able to get a foot on it. I mean, from a coaching perspective, I'm sure Deani's over there thinking in his head.
Iowa once again just finding a way to build up some space. Millie Greer, the center back, lofts this one, and here's another chance. Tarasco gets a flick on the end of it, and it...
These two schools in just about any sport.
Yeah, there's always the sport-specific outcome, but then there's overall the general school-on-school outcome. That one takes a deflection, kind of knuckling.
Can they do it again?
Haven't had too many threatening offensive opportunities here. Tarasco's got a chance with looping runners and blast that one, as we've seen numerous. Cleared off the back line only as far as Schuler. She knocks it down with Bush, and once again, Hawkeyes with numbers to work with. Bush blasts it from so far out, and it's knocked down by Canistrables. Through ball. Wildman gets past the slide tackle. Now towards the top of the 18. Still going. Shots on. Canistraro doesn't even have to play it. It rolls.
Any player and just kind of put herself out there for the Cyclones. She's made a big impact.
That one definitely hit off of Oching's hand, but it stays with Iowa. Wildman into space. Canistraro once. Checking even shorter, and now they're leaving her alone. But Tarasco does go long. Front post, but Sophia Bush couldn't knock it down. Not so much.
And I always say they've gotten it outside, but that's just, I feel as if it's after they get it at their feet. I want to see them widen the field when they're not on the ball or close to the ball.
Here's a chance for Goodman, slow roller, but for this half, where at first she was playing that right back position, then moved over to the left wing, and now right back to the right back spot. As this one's through for Shea Doherty, she's got a chance. Wormburner rolled in by
ball there, long distance ball, and what a run from Tarasco to try to get under. Unfortunately, just not able to connect, but great opportunity there for the Hawkeyes out of nowhere.
Here comes another shot, and Canistraro is for the Cyclones, dancing, trying to get past Bingley. Here comes the cross, back post, gets past everybody, and on the other. Cardulo or John? It looks like it'll be John to take it. Sends it swarming towards the Hawkeye box. Knocked away, but not out of harm.
He could have gotten a clear opportunity on goal.
Here comes from Tarasco. Better ball this time, a lot more pace. Pops straight up in the sky. Still in a dangerous spot. Doherty on the backside, plays it back in. Once again, Canistraro knocks it away. Falls to Tarasco. Shots on! Oh, it's not in! Cleared off the line. Attack temporarily. Tarasco slows it down. Back over to Sophia Bush. Taking all the space they're giving her. From the 18. Shot! Oh, man. Just wide. Got us again as we are well under 10 minutes at about 7.5 to go. Laposer plays it in. Still in space. Tarasco dives for it. Oh, and that was not the quality that the...
I mean, for me, it's like every time she goes down, I wonder if she's going to get back up, and I'm impressed every time she does.
Reagan John, after that very brief spell on the bench, has re-entered the game. Here's the shot from Iowa State.
They've been very solid, I mean, in both halves as of recent, so we'll see what we see out of them tonight.
Bush to Tarasco, working, gets it back to Bush, and earns a corner out of make her spot. Turning on Walters, knocked down, still with Wildman. Takes another shot, maybe more of a cross. That one poked away. Reimer trying to go for it. Anybody's ball at this point. Tarasco finds herself on it. Shot is over the top. A switch off here. Thrown forward by Rolling. Tarasco charging in. Maybe a buzzer beater. Why not one for the road for the Hawkeyes? The ball rolls by, and that is going to do it. For a third year in a row, it is a Hawkeye state as the Hawkeyes win 1-0 over the Cyclones and take the Cyhawks series in soccer in 2025.
No miracle finish for the Cyclones tonight. And just what a game that was. I mean, it's 1-0, only one goal on the night, but I personally feel as if that was a thriller of a match. That's exactly